Okay, so we are going to continue to talk about regression. Yesterday we looked at regression and correlation coefficient. So here is the notes that goes with that. And then our correlation coefficient is going to be named R. We are going to use our calculator to find all of this information. Then these were very strong positive, very strong negative, and this is just a strong positive. So with our calculator, we are going to follow the steps that is on this set of notes. So if I get this out, we're going to highlight different parts of it. I think we did a little bit of that yesterday, but let's go ahead and go through it one more time. Okay, so let's say your memory is cleared on your calculator. So go ahead and clear your memory on there. Okay. Yeah, you can use this on just regular linear with 2 points. You can find your equation. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to mode. And you want to make sure your stat diagnostics is on. So I'm going to show you with both calculators. So mode, stat diagnostics is the next page. You're going to turn that on. So either calculator that you use still have the same thing. Okay. So stat diagnostics is on. That's the first thing you have to check. So if you're going to use this on an EOC or a test that I give you, if it doesn't give you the R as an output, then that means you did not turn your diagnostics on. Okay, I'm going to use this calculator now. So first thing we need to do after the stat diagnostics, go ahead and second quit to get back over here. We're going to click stat. Get a calculator.
If you don't need like the R, do you have to try yours?
No. Mm-mm. If you don't need the R, you don't need stat diagnostics on. So you go to stat, and then we're doing edit, so I highlighted that. And then we have these lists. L stands for list. So in our list 1, that's going to be where we put our X values. So I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I want to get over to L2, so I'm going to arrow over. And I'm going to put in 1, 3, 6, 9, 11. If these are not even, you did something wrong. You left something out or added an extra number. So make sure that they match up. 1 should be with 1, 2 with 3, 3 with 6, 4 with 9, and 5 with 11. Double check that before you move on. Okay, the next step says click stat again. This time we are going to calculate something. So we're going to go over to calc. And it says, hold on, I did the wrong one. Calc, and I want to do linear regression, AX plus B. So that's where we're going to get an A, which is our slope, and B, our y-intercept. Push enter. And then enter to calculate. So this is the output screen. We input our data, and we asked it to calculate, and then this is what comes out. So on here, we get the regression equation. So this is already done for us on my screenshot. But then the next thing I need to make sure that I look at is R. So we're going to put R down. When we are going to do this a little later, we're only going to round to 2 to 3 decimal places, just depending on what I asked you to do. So right now I did 5 places behind the decimal. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is actually look at this on our graph. This is really cool how it can plot this information and give you a scatter plot, and then you graph the line over the top of it. So we're going to go to second y equals. And this says stat plot. So that means I'm going to plot my stat. So then I'm going to push enter, and it's going to come to this screen. I need to do second y equals. Highlight that. And I want to turn it on. And then everything else should stay the same. So see how this is a scatter plot? But you could also do line graphs, a bar chart, histogram, interquartile range. And that looks like another scatter plot of some sort. Okay, then push on. And then next thing we're going to do is graph. Okay, graph. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on here. 5 points are supposed to be showing. But here I only see 4. So what we can get our calculator to do is actually show that. So we're going to go to Zoom. So I'm writing that down. Zoom. And I want to get my stat information on there. So I'm going to go down to number 9 to Zoom stat. When you do that, it'll make it where you see all the points now. And it's just that one quadrant. So I've plotted my scatter plot. Now I want to graph this line over the scatter plot. So I'm going to go to y equals and do 2.6x, which is our equation, minus 1.8. When I put that into y equals, that's going to graph over the scatter plot. And you can see what it looks like with those two graphed together. What kind of correlation is that? Strong positive correlation. Yeah. Yes.
How do you get the graph to go back to what the original?
Go back to the original, like your Zoom or
Yes.
the what?
So y-axis, the origin, the middle.
Okay, you go to get it back looking like it was, go to Zoom standard, number 6.
Oh, I have a question.
And then if you want Zoom back to stat, Zoom 9, Zoom stat. Yes.
How do you get like? So on the test, like I was trying to clear out the the list.
Uh-huh.
How do you like clear this out?
Oh, it's really easy.
Because I couldn't do it without resetting it.
No, go over here. So you have your L1 and L2. Go up to L1 and push clear, enter, and it clears that out. There's some pretty cool tricks that you can do with this calculator. Just take some to know. All right, we're going to use our, which I shouldn't have done that because I'm still doing it. Oh, well. We're going to use a ruler or something to go over the top of this so you can see the line over our scatter plot. Mine looks a little too high. Okay, so now we're on to the inside page. So we are going to do examples 1 and 2. You're going to do this with your table group, and then I'll come around and help you as you need. Okay, so read the information. When you make the scatter plot, you can look at it in the graph and kind of estimate where it's at. This graph is not very good. You need to actually add these lines here to make it a little better. So you can add lines on the graph to make it look better. And we are also going to, one other thing, rounding is going to be to the hundredths place. So make sure you round it correctly. So if we're doing hundredths place, how many places is that? 2 numbers behind the decimal. Okay, so go ahead and work on both of these.